Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly forgotten why you came there? It feels strange, but it happens to almost everyone. One moment, you know exactly what you want to do. The next moment, the thought disappears from your mind. But why does our brain make us forget things? Is forgetting actually a mistake? The surprising truth is that forgetting is a normal part of how our brain works. Think of your brain like a giant library that stores countless memories and experiences. Every day, your brain collects new information from everything you see, hear, and experience. But your brain receives far more information than it can keep forever. If we remembered everything, our minds would become overloaded with unnecessary details. That is why the brain constantly decides which information deserves to stay. Important memories are stored more strongly because your brain knows they matter. Your brain does not store every single detail you experience. Instead, it carefully chooses what information is worth keeping. Memories are not stored randomly. Your brain organizes them into different connections. Inside your brain, tiny cells called neurons create connections that help you remember. The more you use a memory, the stronger those connections become. But when memories are rarely used, those connections can slowly become weaker. This is why old memories sometimes become harder to remember over time. Sometimes memories are still there, but finding them becomes more difficult. Think of your memories like files in a giant computer. Some files are simply harder to find. Your brain needs the right clues to bring certain memories back. Sometimes one small reminder is enough to unlock a memory you thought was forgotten. One major reason we forget things is because our attention is limited. The brain cannot focus on everything at the same time. Your brain works best when it gives full attention to one important thing. When too many things compete for your attention, information becomes harder to remember. This is why you can walk into a room and suddenly forget your original purpose. A simple reminder can bring the missing thought back into your mind. Students often experience this when they study something but forget it during an exam. The information was not always gone. Sometimes the brain just needed the right clue. Time can also make memories weaker, especially when we rarely think about them. Looking back at old memories helps strengthen the connections in your brain. Memory is like a puzzle. Every experience adds another piece, but some pieces need reminders to be found. Not all forgetting happens for the same reason. Scientists have discovered several different types of forgetting. Sometimes memories compete with each other, making it harder for your brain to find the right one. This is why you might accidentally mix up similar names or information. When too many similar memories exist, your brain has to work harder to separate them. Sometimes a small detail, like a date or place, can unlock an entire forgotten memory. Memories are often connected to emotions, places, and experiences. Strong emotions can make certain memories easier to remember. On the other hand, ordinary moments without meaning are often forgotten faster. Your brain removes less useful information to make room for things that matter more. So forgetting is not your brain failing. It is your brain managing information efficiently. Have you ever met someone new and forgotten their name just seconds later? Your brain has a reason for this. Names are often harder to remember because they have fewer connections to meaning. Adding extra details helps your brain create stronger memory connections. Another common memory problem is forgetting where we placed everyday objects. Often, we forget because we were not paying full attention when we placed something. When your mind is busy, your brain may not properly record small moments. Sometimes we do things automatically, so our brain stores fewer details about them. Finding a memory is like searching through many doors inside your mind. Sometimes the memory is still there, but your brain needs the right clue to complete the puzzle. Your memory depends on attention, connections, and practice. All three help your brain remember better. Sleep is one of the most important things for memory. While we rest, our brain organizes what we learned. When we do not get enough sleep, our brain has a harder time storing new memories. During sleep, important information is moved from short-term memory into long-term storage. Stress can also affect memory because a busy mind struggles to focus. When your brain feels overwhelmed, it becomes harder to pay attention and remember details. Emotions can make memories stronger because the brain gives important experiences more attention. That is why exciting or meaningful moments often stay in our minds for years. Writing things down is another way to help your brain remember important information. Simple reminders help your brain by reducing the amount of information it must remember alone. Taking care of your body and mind creates the best environment for strong memories. Your brain does not treat every memory equally. Some memories receive more attention than others. Important experiences are stored more strongly because they have greater meaning to you. Memories connected to strong feelings often create deeper connections in the brain. This also explains why many people remember very little from their earliest years. When we are very young, our brains are still developing the systems needed for lasting memories. Children create memories, but many early memories become harder to access as the brain changes. As we learn and experience more, our brain continues creating new connections. Some memories stay with us for decades because our brain marks them as important. Revisiting memories can strengthen them and keep them alive longer. Like a garden, memories grow stronger when we give them attention and care. Here's something surprising. Your memories are not perfect recordings like a video camera. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds the memory instead of simply replaying it. Sometimes your brain fills in missing details without you even realizing it. That's why two people can experience the same event but remember it in different ways. Our memories are shaped by feelings, expectations, and even what happens after the event. Each time you remember something, your brain has a chance to update that memory. Photos and journals can help us compare what really happened with what we remember. Your brain works hard to separate real memories from guesses, but it isn't always perfect. Even after decades of research, scientists are still discovering new things about how memory works. The human brain is incredibly powerful, but it doesn't aim to remember everything. It focuses on remembering what matters most. The best way to strengthen your memory isn't just reading. It's trying to remember the information without looking. Simple tools like flashcards encourage your brain to actively retrieve information instead of only seeing it. Reviewing information over several days works much better than studying everything in one long session. Teaching someone else is another powerful way to strengthen your own memory. Physical exercise doesn't just help your body, it also supports a healthier brain. Good nutrition and staying hydrated also help your brain perform at its best. Taking a moment to relax can improve your focus, making new memories easier to create. Building simple daily routines helps your brain spend less energy remembering small tasks. Sleep, practice, exercise, healthy habits, and focus all work together to build stronger memories. The good news is that memory isn't fixed. With the right habits, you can help your brain remember more effectively. So, why do we forget things? The answer is simple. Your brain is designed to be efficient, not perfect. It constantly filters information, keeping what is useful and letting go of what is not. The better you care for your brain, the better it can build and protect your memories. Every meaningful experience strengthens the connections that make your memories last. And even when you forget something, it doesn't always mean the memory is gone. Sometimes it simply needs the right clue. Every day, your brain continues learning, adapting, and deciding what deserves a place in your memory. The more you stay curious and keep learning, the stronger your memory network becomes. So the next time you forget something, don't be too hard on yourself. Your brain is simply doing its job. Understanding how memory works helps us learn smarter, remember longer, and appreciate the incredible power of the human brain. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the amazing human brain, don't forget to like, subscribe,